Hi everyone and welcome back. For those of you that are just joining us, my name is Mark, I am gay, I am a dad, and this is my Daddy Diary episode 30. This week I had my first ever weekend away since becoming a daddy. Leaving Sophie behind with Dad and Mark for the weekend, I went off up to Scotland with some friends, which I have a weekly video that's going up, and part one is already available, so I'm going to drop a link down below so you can go and actually watch what went on. But I thought I'd also cover in this video just how I felt, really. Obviously on the Friday morning when I got up, it was very, very early. I needed to leave at 5 in the morning. Yeah, she obviously really enjoyed it. I woke up quite early. I think it was about 4 o'clock on the Friday morning. I was leaving at 5. So this little one was already asleep. So I didn't really get to see her before I went, because I don't like to come in and wake her up or disturb her when she's sleeping. But I did poke my head in and just sort of say that I would see you soon and that I loved you, and then I left and felt very, very upset. I didn't quite cry, but I wanted to. Just knowing that I wasn't going to see her for a few days really, really upset me. Didn't bother you though, did it? No. So yeah, it really got to me. And then whilst I was away, I definitely missed her, obviously. Thankfully, Dad and Mark... This is going to be a challenge this week. Dad and Mark was obviously sending me lots of photos, keeping me updated how she's getting on, what she's eating, all that sort of stuff. So, although I wasn't here, I was definitely completely aware of what was going on and everything like that, which was absolutely wonderful. Now, in one breath, I could say it was absolutely lovely to have a weekend away, to not be daddy for the weekend, to not have that responsibility, and so on. And to a degree, I did feel like that. But then the flip side of that was, although I was allowed the weekend to go away and not have the responsibility, I still felt that I had the responsibility. I still felt guilty because whilst I was away, you know, the responsibility of being a daddy doesn't go away just because you've gone away for the weekend. So I almost felt bad that I was having a weekend away and having a break and enjoying it, which is a bit of a weird kind of feeling to have, if I'm honest. I didn't really know what to make of it, because in one breath I was really relieved to have the break, but then that's not what I signed up for when we became parents, you know? Does that make sense? When you become a parent, it's a full-time thing, you know, it doesn't just stop, it doesn't go away. So even though I was away, I'm still got my parent brain on. Now that's not to say I didn't take full advantage of the fact that I didn't have to do all the feeding and the changing and the keeping her occupied and all that stuff. Obviously I took full opportunity. I just wanted to mention it, that I felt like it was like a double-edged sword almost, that you feel bad for enjoying yourself and having a break, because being a parent doesn't usually come with breaks, because it's a kind of full-time thing. Once you have them, that's it. So I'm kind of interested, again, like last week, I'm very interested to see how you guys view things like leaving children behind, having days out, having a break. Pop your comments down below and let me know. Also this week, we had a bit of a shopping haul at ASDA. They have actually got an offer on at the moment on all of the Ella Kitchen pouches. Part of our plan is to buy a proper blender so that we can mash up food for this one ourselves. But when we were first trialling the idea of solids and first giving her little something, you know, little tastes of them, we decided that we would buy the pouches that are obviously specially designed for babies of certain ages. And the ones we decided on were Ella's Kitchen. Now, she absolutely loves them, so we've kind of carried on buying them. Now, we do still intend to have a blender and to make up food for her ourselves, but I will say the Ella's Kitchen pouches are really handy if you're pressed for time, or if you're going away somewhere, you're going to be out all day and you haven't got a blender and you're not necessarily going to go and buy stuff. They are really handy because they are ready made. I did notice that a lot of them do have vegetables and fruit in them, which is a little bit bizarre because we're trying to kind of get into that main meal dessert kind of routine, so that can be a little bit more challenging when the vegetables are mixed in with fruit. So what I've done is I've sort of divided all the pouches now, and I've gone, right, they're just fruit, they're fruit and veg, and they're just veg or main meals. Like for instance, last night she had a macaroni, cheese and basil mix, which she seemed to really enjoy, although she did seem to struggle a little bit with it towards the end, I think purely because she was getting full up. But she is doing great on the solid foods, and I would definitely recommend the Ella's Kitchen. Like I say, at the moment they are on offer in ASDA's. They were, for a certain age group, they were something like 6 for £5, and then in the slightly older age bracket, which was like from 7 months, they were 7 for £6, something like that. They're on a multi-buy at the moment, so if you need to go restock, I definitely recommend popping into Asda's. And they're not paying me to say this, by the way. I don't get paid sponsorships. I'd recommend it because I just find them really, really handy when, like I say, when you're pressed for time or you haven't got something ready that you can make up. I just think they're really handy, and obviously you just have to be mindful that you're not giving them too much sugar and salt, which you can check nutrition. Parents do that by standard, like by default these days. Finally, this weekend we are actually going away for the weekend as a family, so we get to take this little one with us. Yay! And we are going to go up to Alton Towers for the weekend. We're staying on site. This one is very excited about it, apparently, and I will be vlogging our trip, and that will go live once the Brewdog AGM, the Scotland weekend videos have finished up. So you'll have to wait a couple of weeks, but obviously I'll let you know in the diaries, and I'll be popping links in, and if you follow me on Twitter, I am sure I'll be shouting about it over there too. But I am very, very excited to get a weekend away. This will be the first time that Sophie has stayed anywhere that isn't home, and she's just turned 7 months. So I am very excited. I'm hoping she's excited. We can't wait to have a look at CBeebies Land. Yeah! And I'm looking forward to obviously hopefully doing some of the adult rides and just seeing how we get on, really. This is kind of a bit of a test to see what it's like when you're away for the weekend with the little one. Also what it's like in a theme park environment, because obviously we're planning on going... Oh, I love you. We're planning on going to Florida. Well, we are going to Florida in September to Walt Disney World. So this is very much to see how we get on. That pretty much wraps up everything for this week. As you can see, she is definitely highly spirited today and wants to go and play. So I'm going to leave it there. And I will just say, as always, thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, click that like button. And if you want to see more content from us, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye!